What's going on, everybody? devhl here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. I haven't made a video in a long time, but I've been seeing something that I feel like is a bug in the game, and I wanted to take a minute to highlight this. Maybe it's not a bug, maybe I'm just wrong, but let's take a look. So, sorry about that. Let's turn this volume down. Alright, now this has to do with the range of certain towers. And it's kind of hard to see this when you're playing the game because it's not off by much, but I do think it's off. And I've basically compiled some video of a few different raids where I noticed something was off with it. So in this raid, we're going to look at this wizard tower, and not yet, but there's going to be a balloon coming from 12 o'clock. And I was watching this live, and I was curious if the balloon could take out the wizard tower before it died. So I was paying a lot of attention to this balloon at the time, which is the only reason why I realized that it seemed off. Oh, what happens? No, hell, I hit the wrong button. Let's see if I can't skip back. There we go. Okay. So what you want to look at is when this wizard tower actually notices the balloon. Let's back up just a little bit. Skipping ahead frame by frame. There we go. So the wizard tower can see the balloon, but it looks like the balloon is not in the radius of this circle here. And ever since my Town Hall 8 days, everyone always said to look at the shadow of to see where the troop is in relation to the tiles. So this balloon should be on this tile, which is the bottom left by the bottom corner of the Town Hall. And this Town Hall is not in range of the wizard tower. So it looks like this wizard tower should not be shooting yet, or even gearing up to shoot. Now I've got a claimant of mine telling me that it's a matter of perspective, that basically the top half is warped because we're looking from the bottom half, and I can see that, but the shadow is still two-dimensional, just like the playing field is, just like this circle here is, so it shouldn't be an issue. So let's take a look at some other stuff. Make sure the volume is down. All right, so yeah, what happened here? Okay, I remember. So there's going to be a minion. This minion right here, going for this camp. So we'll skip. Oh, there's not. We'll skip forward a little bit. All right. So as soon as this drill goes down, the minion is going to go after this camp, and there, these archers are shooting at the minion. Now, it is very, very close, but it looks like he should be safe. And if there weren't other issues with the game, I would just ignore this, but I think this is part of the same problem. So, Archer here would end up getting 99% 2-star 10v10 on this. So, if this is a bug in the game, it is affecting, the outcome of some wars. We would go on to win this, so it didn't affect us in this case, but it definitely could have. So we'll take a look at another one. The same base. This is my Town Hall 9. Just doing a scout, just trying something different. I wanted to minion this Town Hall. And you can see the shadow is well outside the circle, and he still gets targeted somehow. So I brought some extras because I figured this might happen. And you can see the shadow on top of the Town Hall, which looks like it's outside the circle. Now, if the Town Hall really truly is three-dimensional, maybe this is falling within the range. Perhaps it is, I don't know, and this one is definitely in the range. That was a bad drop. So we're going to move on, and there's another issue to look at in the same raid regarding that air defense there. So the queen is going to work her way south, get through the king, break open this wall, trying to get to this air defense without losing too many healers. And okay, so right now the air defense is gearing up. Let's see if I can frame forward. I just want to see the first missile coming out of the air defense. That's what I'm looking for. Bear with me as I move frame by frame, trying to find it. There. There. Okay, you can see the missile, and these archers or the healers are not in the circle yet. Of course, they're close, but they're not in range. If the whole shadow thing is true. If you want to look at the wings or whatever, I don't think that's how targeting works. I think the shadow that represents where the troop is on the map. Or at least that's the way it's the way I've always believed it to work. So you can see how that's going to go. See, now they're in range. Now I could understand if they get shot, but... Alright, I got one more. And this is actually the opposite case, where it seems like the queen goes in range of the defending queen, and they don't see each other. So she is on the lower half of the map. So if this is an issue of the base being, or the image being warped, maybe this is evidence of that. We're going to skip forward a little bit. Okay, here we go. So the queen's going to take out that storage and then move south and get really close to being in range. Okay, you can see her shadow there. There. You see her shadow. She is halfway in range of the archer queen. And they never see each other. And then to rub salt on the wound, I guess, these breakers. That breaker hits a spring, but then another breaker comes in, and I don't think he ever gets... Well, he might have missed the range. This breaker right here. It looks like he's halfway in the range, but the queen doesn't seem to see him. Alright, and then here comes another breaker, and the queen will see this one. So she sees him there, and he's in the range as much as the queen was. The only difference is he's on the top half of the map, and the queen was on the lower half. And not even, actually, was she? No, she was on the top half as well. Not by a lot, but... So that's pretty much all the evidence I have. Maybe this is an issue of warping, or maybe something has changed. But it seems like something is off, because the shadow should be where the troop is on the map in relation to the tiles of the map itself. So let me know what you guys think, and hopefully Supercell will see this and either clarify or fix it if it is a problem. So anyway, thanks for watching. Keep up the fire.